Hey guys, welcome back to the second episode of installing a 6-speed in the WRX. So far in the last episode we got all the interior stuff out that's connected, the exhaust removed, the starter motor removed, the drive shaft removed. So in this episode we're going to be trying to get the actual gearbox out itself and hopefully the diff. I'm not sure about the axles, but I know we'll be getting the rest out. Okay, so the first step I'm going to be doing is trying to pop the axles out. You can see one axle there and then the other axle on the other side. Apparently they just pop out, so I'll be doing that. And then after that, I'll be doing the bell housing bolts and making sure there's nothing at the top here connecting the gearbox, so it's basically ready to drop out. So as you can see, I got both axles fully removed. I know you can see one side. To do this, I actually undid the little split pin thing that's inside them, and then I just detached my coil over here, detached the brake line so it didn't blow up, and then lowered the hub down, which allowed the axle just to slip out. I don't have a big enough socket to undo the axle nuts right now. For the next stage, I'm actually going to undo all these bolts here that go straight into the actual block from the gearbox, so that basically when I undo the very bottom stuff at the bottom that's holding, because there's not much holding the gearbox in now, once I undo the stuff at the bottom, I don't have to have all the tear, the torsion stress or whatever kind of stress it is pulling against the bolts in here, which will make them really hard to undo. So if I undo them now while there's no load on them, it'll make it a lot easier. So let's do that. So I'm at the stage now where the gearbox is basically ready to come out. There's only a few things left. So see that tiny little 10mm Allen key looking thing down there? Yeah, so that's what that is. It's a 10mm Allen key. You do pull that out, pull a little pin that's in there out, and that lets the clutch kind of fall apart. So that'll let the gearbox detach. The rest of the bolts you can see are already letting the gearbox kind of separate from the housing there. And then all I need to do is undo the mounts down the bottom, make sure there's no connections, and it will drop right out. So let's get that done bit by bit. Currently have the gearbox fully jacked up. About to undo the mounts at the bottom here, and hopefully it should just slip out. Everything that connects it is undone now, so it's just holding itself in by the gearbox mounts and the cross member under here. So you can see down there, after completely removing everything on the bottom and a bit of leverage, the gearbox is completely detached, and you can see the clutch in there. Now all I've got to do is slowly lower it down and get it out of the car, and it's fully removed. So after all that hard work, I finally got it out. The 5-speed's laying down here. I really want to crack it open to see the gears, but I'm pretty sure you're going to do that there. But for now, I'm going to focus on getting the clutch and the diff out. Because I'm going to try and sell the clutch, and I need to get the diff and rear axles out so I can either sell them, or I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but they're all getting upgraded. So in case anyone's ever wondered, this is what the clutch looks like on the EG. So it's kind of a weird system. The clutch kind of gets, I think it's pulled or pushed, I can't remember, one or the other. I know up to 05 it's I think it's a pull style, and then after that it's a push style. But the throwout bearings on there, you got the clutch, and then obviously the clutch plate behind it onto the flywheel. Funny enough, this clutch has only got 2,000 kilometers on it. I think I bedded the clutch in for 1,000 kilometers, got on the dyno, made full power, and then it lasted 900 kilometers before it blew up the actual gearbox. So yeah, but to pull it off, you kind of just undo all the bolts around the outside. I think they're 12 mils, judging by the look of it. And then I'll be taking the flywheel off to sell as a package. But yeah, that's it. So guys, we're at the back here, and the only thing we've got left to make sure we've got everything out is this diff and these two axles. So I'm actually going to start off by cracking each axle off at the wheel or at the hub to see if I can actually get them loose. And then I'm probably just going to put a jack underneath the hub, underneath the diff here. And once I get that out, let me see if I can get the light. The diff you can see there, it looks like it's been leaking a fair bit, but that's all good because it's getting removed. Once I do that, I'll just see if I can kind of lower it all together. So let's go. Diff's basically ready to come out. To get it out, there's two studs on the back here. I actually needed to take the studs out. They're really hard to get to. And then it's just the bolts down there that attach, and then pop the axles out, and they literally pop out. Hopefully now, if I pull this stud out here, it should just lower down. Let's find out. And as simple as that, the diff is out, and then the axles are ready just to pop out. This one here will literally just completely out there. So yeah, that's the full drivetrain removed now. So let's see what we can do. So yeah, you guys can see we've got everything out. We've got the diff, axles, drive shaft, gearbox, and my clutch and flywheel assembly down here. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.